So about 5 months ago, when I decided to commit to crafting my very first legendary weapon, I quickly realized that I'm going to have to find some way of increasing the amount of material that I ordinarily collect. I realized this when I looked at the materials list for the legendary longbow Ferris, and I realized, oh my gods, I have to collect 38,000 Elderwood planks, and I have to collect 31,000 mithril ingots. Not ore, not logs, but planks and ingots, which means refined. 38,000 Elderwood planks. I'm not going to get that just from salvaging loot. That's not going to work. I need to increase my supply somehow. So what I've ended up doing is taking characters that were sitting at the Flax Farms and kind of expanding their reach and incorporating that into each of the daily rounds that I do. So when I switch to a character that's in a Flax Farm, I also have them go out and collect additional mithril ore and Elderwood logs. And it occurred to me, well, maybe I should show this in some fashion. So here I am, and yeah, I'm going to now show that to you. And in case you're wondering, the reason I'm going for a longbow Ferris is because, well, it's going to be equipped to this character right here, Sandris Allure, who is my main, who is also my first character. She is the one who is going to be wielding Ferris when I finish constructing. I'm guessing I have about another month and a half before I complete Ferris, but she is going to be the one who is wielding it because, God's darn it, I just love Ranger Longbow. I've been with it from the start, and it's been really amazing. Keep in mind that I'm going to be using a couple of things. I guess that one doesn't matter, but I'll be using mounts and gliding, so if you don't have either one of those, it may take a little bit longer for you. So, of course, if you're going to go to Jahai Bluffs, you better have, at the very least, a Springer and a Jackal at this point, so, that's kind of a thing. Anyways, the Flax Farm's located within the jungle anomaly. You can get, let's see, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 pieces of flax, I think, just within the jungle anomaly, and then, of course, there is more scattered throughout. But, for the most part, the Flax Farm is within the jungle anomaly. But I will be getting to that a little bit later. I don't just go strictly for Elderwood and mithril, or Elderwood logs and mithril. Gosh, I can't talk. Mithril ingots, mithril ore. I also go for any other resources that are kind of within sprinting distance. And really, the idea is just to do some sort of an organized loop. And oh my goodness, I am lagging right now. What the heck? Miss that. Ah, shoot. But I don't have to go up there because I can just cross here and grab this.
The spoils of battle.
There's a door over there. Oh, it's on the ground. Okay, cool. And that mithril's on the other side of the wall, so I won't get to that until a little bit later. Of course, the resources change a little bit every single day, so I follow the general path of where they're located, but I don't go to the exact same spot every single time, so I do have to kind of keep an eye open. I'm watching my mini-map in particular. I'm not just watching... usually there's some stuff over here, but I'm lagging like hell. I'm going to get myself shot up, so I'm going to turn back. Oh, the lag is real. What are you doing? I'm sorry, I'm lagging a bit in here, so it's going to look a little weird. I don't know how this is going to record, but I don't know, it's frustrating. What the hell? You can do better than that. There we go. Oh goody, I get to show off this one now. I hope I don't lag right in front of this elite.
The fury is mine.
There's a couple ways I can do this. I can either avoid the combat or send my pet out to deal with it. It depends on if he sees me or not. It also depends if I lag in or not. And he didn't see me, hey. Oh, he smacked me real quick, but I should be okay. As long as that jacaranda right there doesn't smack me or anything, which he's been known to do. Like that, for example. I'm nowhere near him. I'm out of line of sight. He still hits me anyways. Circled back into the anomaly, and now I'm going to do the standard flax farming that I usually do. Although I usually don't come in here, I'm usually higher up on the platforms. But I started expanding into gathering more resources. Decided to change it, so I did the flax farming last. The disadvantage to this particular flax farm is there's two legendaries that pop up in a big old event right on this platform I'm standing on right now. Sometimes they pop up was it the awakened, or is it the branded maternal and paternal wyvern bosses? They return here from Heart of Thorns, specifically Verdant Brink, and so occasionally, depending on the time of day I come in, they will be there waiting. So it's like a 15-20 minute event, whatever. So I may or may not get some extra stuff out of that. This section, I don't like this section. But it is a flax farm, and wouldn't be a flax farm without some chalk around to keep things amusing. I usually get to about half health every time I do this. It doesn't matter what I do. God, I've got a minion who can aggro some of that damage. Oh, great. Go ahead and just set it up on top of everyone, absolutely. He completely dodged that. Oh, great. Mobile turret, I summon thee. That went surprisingly well, except for my pet fainting. Ooh, I need to grab that. I need to grab that. There's usually a veteran chalk sitting right here, but I'm going to grab this while I can. Big Mother likes to cheat a lot. No, that's not what I wanted. Cool. Sometimes there's mithril, sometimes there's wood logs there, or whatever, so it just depends. I'm lucky I didn't have to fight the boss this time.
Next.
Switch my pets. Now I'm gonna merge with... Oh, he's not dead. Oh, he must have spawned right away. Of course, it'd be too easy. And this is actually a place where it's good to put away your pets or minions or whatever it is, or in the case of a soul beast, to make them hide in beast mode. It's usually a good because this way you can avoid the aggro on these guys sometimes. And port out as quickly as possible.
The spoils
Wow,
of
this
battle.
particular round went unusually well. Usually I gotta struggle a bit. Up on this platform right here, this upper platform I'm looking at right now, they respawn there very, very quickly. It's barely even been 2 minutes and they're already back. Any other chalk. You see, there's the vet. Any other time the chalk take about, they have a usual retime, but up on top of that one particular platform over there, the recharge is unusually fast. If you want to farm just the Flax Farm and you've got things like a griffin or advanced glide or ley line gliding, it's a good idea to just spawn right here. You can go out into the, what's it called, the jungle anomaly? Yeah, you can go out into the jungle anomaly, and this is a safe enough place you can spawn and despawn from right here. Next up we have my Mesmer Celia. Why did I say that strange Celia? There's a cluster of islands that serve really well for farming flax. So there's the one that I just grabbed right here. There's there. Once in a great while they're on there, but that's more for bloodstone and wood and maybe some mithril. And then there's that island, the same, and then obviously there's some more flax right there. There's actually quite a bit of resources, but this flax farm is not particularly inspiring. It's more just kind of spread out all over the place between these 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 islands or whatever it is. So usually this is actually a good place for me to gather resources. Whoa, slow down. Why am I still going fast? While I'm in the area, I'm going to grab the daily magic gatherer, or some of it, kickstart it. Yesterday was patch day for the last chapter of Living World Season 4, Episode 6. Ooh, I didn't bounce all the way. Episode 6, which is the finale of Season 4. So all the nodes have been moved around a little bit, so the pattern I've been using for the last few months has been changed all of a sudden. So I find that I'm going to familiar places and finding there's nothing there. Yes, there is. Oh shit, oh shit, oh shit, oh shit, oh shit, oh shit. I hate it when that happens. Oh wait, I need this.
Rage at maximum.
Oh god! That was too close. Getting turned into a Moa is one thing, and falling to my death, that's one thing, but to kill one and then have a next one spawn right on top of you, just...
Oh yes, I earned this.
Now ooh, daily, yay. Now, because a plant looks like a plant on the mini-map, sometimes I'll grab in this case I'll grab the jungle plants so that I don't confuse myself. Like, have I looked there? Oh god, there's probably flax somewhere up there. There is flax in other locations on this map other than the farm. It's just they're a lot farther apart from each other. Oh, don't drag that over here, please.
Statistically
Please.
speaking, this
Please.
is rather rare.
It's just an ancient down here, but now there's a palm sapling. Yay. I have to be careful on some of these islands because you can see... Where is it? I just lost it. There it is. You can see right there is a rift waiting to open up. So this is actually an event, a mini event island right here. So I have to be kind of careful when I come down here.
Statistically speaking,
I don't always
this
come
is
to these
rather
lower
rare.
islands here, just because, well, usually there isn't anything on them, but I'll grab them if the opportunity presents itself. There's usually a lot of elementals running around, and I won't waste much time dealing with those. Slows me down a bit. Now I'm gonna, ooh, that popped up right on top of me. I'm gonna grab this ley line and use it to get myself up to the Coliseum, which is where I was going to go, and then I did that detour. Sometimes I'll grab them from this area. It looks like someone beat me to it here, so I'll grab these real quick.
Oh, I know of a good use for this.
Sometimes if the Justicar event kicks off, then sure, I'll grab it if I'm in the area, because usually that's involved in one of the dailies. I'm not a chef at this point, so collecting those jungle plants doesn't really mean anything to me. I'll just fill up my material storage and then sell off the excess. Don't look at me, don't look at me, don't look at me, don't look at me, don't look at me. Is there anything around here? No, there is not. That's surprising. It usually is. And they did just reset everything, so... Now there's a mithril ore right under me, but I don't want to mess with those guys, so I'm not going to bother. Hey, screw you. Screw you. Go away.
Maximum pain.
Hey, calm down, calm down. What the hell? If he like jumps off the cliff and shoots me again, I'm gonna be pissed. Should not be able to hit me from way up there. That's ridiculous. By the way, I should point out, there's usually a tree right here, and then once in a while, you'll even see a scrit chest up here. Not every time, but once in a while. So yeah, sometimes I'll trigger that. Speaking of triggered, so, why am I doing this?
Invigorate. Rage at maximum.
I usually don't bother with this one, but whatever. God, that thing's still there. What the hell? And now's a good time to jump off because there's actually not a lot of trees on the island, which is surprising. Here comes the anti-aircraft fire. Usually I get popped. It's ridiculous how far those white mantle... Oh, I don't remember what they're called. It's the ones that throw the hammers around, not the mesmers, not the necros, but the other ones. I can't stand those things. Their reach is ridiculous. You get no warning whatsoever. Like, if I got warning that I was being targeted, okay, give me an opportunity to evade, but they'll hit you with no warning whatsoever, and that just pisses me off. Or rather, they snipe you out of the air with no warning, let's say. Like, on the ground, there's an AoE that you can avoid, but in the air, you just get sniped instantly. But you have no warning. It's not like a Mordrum guard that'll give you a Mordrum sniper that'll give you a warning. It's annoying. They do it in one area, but not in another. It's just frustrating. Oops. That was really dumb of me. That was really dumb. I didn't even look at the map and I walked right into a champion. Jeez. The other advantage to me wandering around like this is I can keep my eyes
I know of
open.
a good use for this.
Is I can keep my eye open for a treasure mushroom. Oh god, he's stalking me. Oh god, he's moving fast and he came this way. No! No, screw you. There it is, those white mantle knights. Those are the ones I hate. Toss his hammer. He doesn't toss hammer, he snipes with a hammer. Like on the ground, at least I got... What hit me? Did he hit me? Actually, it was a she, I think.
Oh, what a pleasant surprise.
But anyways, yeah. I don't like those white mantle knights. Just... Hello, get up there. I gotta go around. I don't like those knights. They're just... Ugh. No warning. I mean, this game prides itself on giving you warning of AoEs and stuff like that, but that's one of those few NPCs that doesn't. It's just... Ugh. Sometimes there's a tree right here, but the thing you have to be careful of is there's also a rift that'll pop open if you're not careful. Checking for the treasure mushroom, but either he's been defeated already or it just hasn't spawned yet. Which I guess would be kind of the same thing. Side of the wall. There's a lot of bosses around. Legendary items trapping. You need to Oh god, I wish. Oh no, there's a boss right there. Joy. Oh, run. Run, 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 run. 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 Okay, fuck off.
Never felt that.
Shit, I lost track of it. Shit, he probably went outside. Don't lag, please. Wasn't paying attention. Where'd he go? Where'd he go? Oh, damn it. Where'd the mushroom go? It's not up already, is it? Shit, I lost it.
Got a feeling the damage is far flung. We should probably...
Okay, so I got completely distracted, and I lost track of the treasure mushroom. I think it disappeared. But yeah, I mean, you saw it wandering around. This is kind of his favorite hangout. I think these two guys killed it when I was distracted by a conversation. So, what can you do? Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh my god! He sniped me. Oh, this is the worst place for me to be right now.
There's the power.
Like, I'm mid-air and he snipes me out of the air. That's probably the only time I ever used those. Oh, what the fuck? He followed me. Fuck off. Oh, now he's gonna respawn. Now that thing's at what?
I'm hurt.
It's the same guy.
Never felt better. Rage at maximum.
This is actually a dangerous map to be in just because everything can reach you. Go away. God. That's one of the few times where I'll willingly destroy my clones, illusions, phantoms, and all those things is if I'm trying to get away and they're distracting an NPC. And once I get away, then I'll destroy them. But otherwise it's usually for... Yeah, it's actually dangerous in here. I don't... Like, my Elementalist would die in here very quickly. Just because I'm not good with Elementalist. Engineer, kind of the same. I'm not good with Engineer. Alright, so let's, I don't think the treasure mushroom's coming back. I'm going to do one more check. And then... Yeah, he didn't. Ah, so unfair. Alright, time to GTFO. I don't like the white mantle NPCs. It's just ridiculously overpowered. Was a fantastic time to be lagging right in the middle of the air, transitioning through a what's that called, an updraft. God, there's 4 trees right here. Wow, 4 trees on this one island. I'm gonna have to come back here tomorrow. It's really good. Probably makes up for the lack of trees that weren't on the was it the Colosseum island over there, whatever. Isn't a lot of timber over there, but there is here. What I'm going to do now is jump over to the packed ship. And I guess it'd be a visual ship because it's mostly visual here. And usually, as you can see here, there's a number of banners you can grab real quick. From the generosity of the various guilds. And it also gives me an opportunity to both repair my armor if I need to, or sell off excess materials.
Those things so close.
Let's see.
Maybe with an
Poof, gone. And those. Oh, why'd I didn't think about that. Oh, I shouldn't have. I did that in the previous map where I just kind of compacted and deposited the material without thinking, oh yeah, I should show you guys how much I'm actually making off of this. Oh well, maybe with the next character. I'm gonna finish grabbing the magic. Cool. And hit this ley line. If it wasn't for ley line, oh god, get away from it. Get away from it. Those things will kill me. If it wasn't for ley line gliding, a lot of what I do in here specifically would not be very useful. He's asking me another question. Why is he asking me questions now? I have to answer him. Hang on. He's been gone for 4 or 5 years at this point, so he's asking a bunch of, not noob questions, but like he's trying to get back into the pacing of stuff. Excuse me a moment. As soon as I start talking to him and
Statistically speaking,
get the screen cleared, okay, I can start recording again. Lo and behold, he PMs me again. That's it for this circuit. Next up is the route that's probably been modified the most. I've probably had the most number of characters rotate through it too.
I feel strong.
Also probably have the most fighting I have to do in it. Oh, bad time to lag. Really bad time to lag. This is fantastic. That thing should already be dead by now. That was awkward. Is there anything back there? Oh yeah, sometimes there's a tree back there. Oh, it's open. Why is it open? Oh, because the daily, or because the timeout. So I should probably keep track of that. Yes, yes, yes. Sit here and just wait for it.
Urge to kill rising.
One of the annoying things about the silver waste is there's always a critter that's hidden nearby, so we spend a lot of time. Like, as I'm about to take the last swing or the last pick or whatever it is, all of a sudden something will show up and interrupt me, and then I have to waste my time going after that. Yeah. So that's the reason I'm going with Bishop Deathstriker here.
Rising.
People ask me, is that his name or is that his title? And I'm like, well, it's actually both. So yeah. like to spend the most amount of time killing stuff. Actually, I only, was it a couple of weeks ago, I upgraded this guy's melee to, oh look, something else is tracking me. I recently upgraded both his sword and his axe to, sword and his axe to ascended. Previously they were, and there's another thing hidden right here, because why not? I get to waste my time doing this.
Kill rising.
Slows me down a significant amount. Now, there actually isn't any flax in the silver waste, which is what I was about to say. Originally, it started out as, there is a flax farm in Jacka Itzel, right underneath this waypoint. If you drop all the way down, just to the north, all you gotta do is jump off the edge, and there's a flax farm sitting right there. Well, I expanded my search to include a part of Verdant Brink, and then I realized, oh, there's a lot of material here in the silver waste. It's a lot of orichalcum, and ancient wood, and there's also elderwood and mithril. So what I've done is I've modified it significantly so that I cycle through Verdant Brink, and then I'll move on to, or I'll circle through the silver waste, and then I'll do Verdant Brink. Which means sometimes I get to do the Vinewrath event, and sometimes I don't. But also handily gets me access to a couple of guild banners once in a while too, so that helps a bit.
Refreshing.
I bet you something followed me. Nope, I'm good. The route that I'm following right now, aside from starting in a different location, it's the exact same, well, it's a modified version of the route that's used for a treasure, a chest train in the Silver Waste. So if you follow the route that I'm doing right now, and the way it circles around through the Silver Waste, eventually you will end up hitting up more than a few of the grab those banners. It'd be nice to grab those banners, but I'm not going to. It's the exact same route. My point is, it's the exact same route used for, and then he's going to hit me because I can't step away fast enough. So I got to wait to get out of aggro range. Nah, I don't need other players slowing me down any more than I already am. Come on, get out of it. Thank you. God. Aggro ranges, yo. I don't know, but I always lag. Every time I step off the sledge right here, I always lag right here. Yeah, see, I just lagged right there. I don't know why, but there's something about that ledge. It just makes me it makes my computer chug, and I don't know why. Rich veins, you only get 2 hits, after the first time you pick up the full 10 hits. It's like the computer doesn't realize, oh yeah, I already gave you a rich mithril vein, so just kidding, I'm not going to give you 3 hits, I'm just going to give you 2.
Kill rising.
I used to spend my time going into the far silver waste, which is to the north right there, but there's just not enough resources in there to justify me taking the extra time to jump over the hill, or to jump over the wall, circle around, fight the stuff that's in there, and then turn around and come back. So I've only recently given up on far silver waste. There's 2, maybe 3 nodes in there, so I just kind of, I just gloss over that particular one.
Refreshing.
I may have overreacted by throwing the 0 there. Oh well, comes back easily enough. Usually not a lot of nodes in this part that I just went through, but it's a quick and easy way to get back into the main section.
Refreshing.
And yes, if I participated in events previously and I've got a shovel, which I don't think I have a shovel, no I don't, then yeah, absolutely I'll dig up a chest. Or dig up a buried chest.
Kill rising.
Got the boost. And with that done, I will now go out to Verdant Brink. Assuming, of course, you have Heart of Thorns. Of course. Of course.
Wow.
Oh,
That's quality armor.
night has fallen. This is good. I may have to cut the recording just to save on time. Because in addition to collecting, whatchamacallit, wood and ore, wood in ore? Something like that. In addition to collecting that and the occasional piece of flax, without lagging myself to death, I also need to get Amalgamated Gemstones, which I'm kind of splitting my time between doing, was it the Heart of Thorns areas, or the Heart of Thorns multi-metas, was it the chain metas or whatever, and buying them on the trading post. So, yeah, I have to spend gold in order to get it, but it cuts down on the amount of time that I'm spending getting those amalgamated gemstones. I was playing for 4 years, and when I first started working on Ferris, I only had 68 amalgamated gemstones saved up, and you need a whole stack, 250 gemstones. So I'm definitely paying for it on the back end here. So anyways, well, yeah, I'm just show you the rest of my route, and then I'll pause in order to take care of the meta.
Your mind will betray you.
Oh no, he lagged off the edge. He's committing suicide. No, not at all. This is where the Flax Farm is. It's all the way down here. Oh god, this is not a good time to lag. Don't do that. And waypoint right at the last second. And here it is, the Flax Farm. There's what, 8 pieces here, I think? Now, a farm doesn't necessarily mean that this is the only place in the entire map that you can get flax. It's just this is where there's a large concentration of it. Previously I had a character sitting right there. And the only thing I would do is just come down here, grab the flax, and then take off again. At least that's how it was 5 months ago. And then, you know, Ferris came along and that kind of changed things. Tonight or not. I mean, I can gather the resources and do all that, but it's 12:48 and it's not going to pop up for another 40 minutes. Ugh. Tired. I might just skip it tonight. Now, when it comes to Verdant Brink, I don't follow any particular path of gathering resources. Usually I'll just cut through here and then work my way back to the Shipwreck waypoint? Shipwreck Peak waypoint. So I don't follow any particular path here. I just kind of grab whatever's in the area. It's kind of convenient.
Refreshing.
We held on. Thank the spirits. Someone find us some backup before they come back.
Bring it on.
Oh, I just made a mistake. Oh, I made a big mistake. Maybe. Oh, no, 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 no. Yeah, I made a mistake. And then there's an event right there. That was risky, and I knew it going in. I think I still got that smoke scale chasing me. Oh, he gave up. I don't believe it. Wow. Lucky. Lucky. Just lucky. Do I want to go down there and not be able to go? You know, I can jump down from above. I can hold off on that if I remember it.
Cannot do this alone.
Take that! Assist me!
Somehow I got to that relatively unscathed. Lucky me. Yeah, I'm gonna circle around.
Refreshing.
This is also a bad idea, by the way. Oh god, oh god, oh... Yeah, that was a really bad idea. What was I thinking?
In bad shape here.
In bad shape here. Monster kill! Okay. I was probably gonna end up in here anyways. I don't know why I did that. I knew that was stupid going in, and I did it anyways. I usually don't fall for that kind of stupid. But, I don't know what I was trying to prove by doing that.
Eat my dust.
Well, I can get in and out, no problem. I got, what, one hit off of that thing? Jeez, it was dumb of me. I lagged just as I dropped down.
Refreshing.
Is there a... Oh, there is there, but I don't know if that's going to help me. It might, I'm not sure. Oh, it did help. That's cool. Question is, can I grab this without getting a ton of poison? And the answer is no. Oh, none of them hit! Oh! How? Oh, that was lucky. That was very, very lucky. Freaking mushrooms, I'm not going to mess with 3 of them at the night. Forget it.
Refreshing.
I totally attacked the wrong thing. How about that? I attacked the wrong thing. That was dumb of me. Oh well, it worked out. Okay, now I'm going to do it properly. Start with this. There we go. That's much better. That's what I'd planned to do. I screwed it up a little.
Refreshing.
And a good opportunity to purge all mischief. So let's see, what did I get today? Wow, the lag is real on this one. 57 and 54, not bad. 22 flax seed, that's not bad at all. Oh, 58, 57, cool. Very cool. And then sell off the crap. And now all of a sudden ready for tomorrow when I come back through here again. Going on 4 years now, an Elementalist remains one of my less playable classes. I've got issues with the mechanics, and I've got issues with some of the weapon types they have. I could go. I mean, I know people love Elementalist, and you're welcome to it, but just it's the second class or profession that I ever played with, and I failed miserably at it. Most of the others, and Engineer too. Engineer was okay, but I just okay. All right. So, anyways, yeah, I struggle with Elementalist, and so here I am forcing myself to use it. It used to be that just, there's a couple of grubs and maybe some veteran grubs, and once in a while there's a boss that walks through for about 12 minutes, and that's all well and good. So I was like, it's a nice little opportunity to try things out, or at least keep things fresh in memory. So yeah, all I gotta do is grab these 9 or so, 10 or so flax, and I'm done. And then occasionally that happens, and I'll be generously equipped to attack me. Actually, the real reason I was using Denja in particular is because I was experimenting with Weaver again for the 3rd time, and still not enjoying it very much. At least not any more so than the rest of the class. But anyways, yeah, that's why I'm here using Denja. So it should be a simple matter of just grab these flax and that's it. Oh boy, now I'm about to be targeted. Joy. Which means I can't use my mount to get away, and he's going to beat the crap out of me. Fortunately, I'm somewhat survivable at this point. Like I said, it's a little exposure every day, so like they're familiar familiar villains and whatnot. So it's like, okay, it's the same thing every single time. Maybe you can learn better that way. Get out of it. There we go. Why that lava fountain didn't deploy them. No, seriously, for 3 years I was asking for Elementalists to have an actual melee weapon where you're actually physically striking the target rather than shooting fire or ice or air. And they finally gave us Weaver. So it's like they gave me what I wanted, but they did it in the most perverse way possible. It's just... Like, I've got Lightning Hammer equipped, and that if you're not a Weaver, that's literally the only physically striking the target melee weapon that Elementalist has. Just, I've got issues. Oh God. I really depend on Springer and Griffin in this one, like even more so than most of the others, just because the mountainous terrain. I mean, I'm only inside of a freaking volcano that for some reason or other hasn't erupted or is frozen in the process of erupting, or it's been 2 years since I did the story, so I don't remember why it is it's like this. All I know is Balthazar is involved in it somehow, whatever. Okay, but not Melendrew. Or maybe Melendrew's... Whatever, moving on.
Statistically speaking, this is rather rare.
Now, unfortunately, there's an event happening right here, so I can't really grab that. Well, maybe. Depends how far that destroyer moves. Yeah, I'm going to have to skip that one. Unfortunately, I'm going to have to skip that one. Not quite sure where that ore is. Ore is in the ruins of ore. So yeah, unfortunately, once in a while I have to skip that one. Sigh. I should point out you can do this with Oakheart's Essence if you've got it equipped, and that's all well and good, daily achievement. But, you know, Springer's just more convenient. Although, ironically, Springer doesn't go as high into the air, nor does Griffin for that matter. We'll see if the recently released Skyscale will take care of that problem for me, although I don't have that unlocked yet. Actually, it came out, what, yesterday? Day before? Yeah, it came out yesterday, so, haven't done that yet. Pocket Raptors. Ugh. Granted, Pocket Raptors are not as bad as Sandlions, Hydras, branded in general. Wait, where am I going? Let's see, what else are they not as bad as? They're not as bad as... they're not as bad as a bunch of things. But, you know, still irritating. Fortunately, you can deal with them quickly. It's just if you're not prepared with a bunch of AoEs and some spinny melee, you're in a bit of a trouble at that point. Pay attention to it for this next succession of harvestings that I do. You'll notice I'm not in combat, and this is a bug that I've been encountering for, well, at least 6 months. Or, I'm sorry, at least 5 months. But for whatever strange reason, the minimap refuses to focus on the level I'm actually located on. It's actually focused on the level above me, which does mean I'm pretty good. And the other, and I can't switch it, I don't know why. And the other thing is that every single time she mines something, she does a war cry. I don't know why. There's this palm sapling right here. Now I'm going to attack the tiger. I'm going to get out of combat. Well, let's see. Maybe I can avoid combat. Okay. 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 So, listen. Okay, she's put her staff away, okay? That's her weapon. She's an elemental staff, right? Okay. Listen and watch her when I actually mine. Listen to this. And then she goes to combat mode. Or combat stance, I guess. Here, I'll do it again. Watch this orchid. You see? Now, I previously had Celia, who I've currently got in Bloodstone Fen. I've had her in here. I've had my first Elementalist. Denji is actually my second Elementalist. And I've had... I think I had my Deadeye in here. And my Deadeye is a Sylvari. She didn't go into... She didn't do a war cry. She didn't go into combat stance. And my first Elementalist, also a Sylvari, she didn't go into combat stance. Yes, an Elementalist, but not a... what are they called? Asura. Hashtag Asura Master Race. But for whatever reason, it's a good chance to offload some stuff I don't need anymore. It's a weird bug, is my point. So anyways, the reason I take this particular path is because I can clear all the stuff on the way down. I can grab some random banners, I can empty my stuff real quickly, and then, oh gosh, Abby, you gotta walk all the way back up. Well, yeah, that was my thought too, but then I remembered we have thermal tubes to play with. Which makes getting back to the top relatively harmless. Or relatively quick, I guess. Yeah, relatively quick. Now right there, she didn't go into combat. And she didn't war cry. Oh, I forgot to repair my armor. Oh, there's a repair station right here. So it's a weird thing. And I also missed a tree right here. Shame on me.
That's 3 you've lost so far.
And then she war cries again. I mean, it doesn't hinder anything. It's just strange. You know, just why does she do that? And only Asura do that. I don't. Let's see. I didn't bring Char in here, and I didn't bring Caesar in here. So I don't know if the males do it. I don't know if it's exclusive to the females, but just female Asura, they war cry when they mine stuff. I don't know why. Crap, that was intended. I wonder if I should go back for... Oh, yes! Trees right here. Excellent. Ah, not excellent. Ah! Is there a tree further down? No, there is not. I gotta get moving. That war is above me. I thought it was below me.
Statistically speaking, this is rather rare.
Ooh, this might have been a mistake. This might have been a mistake. That's how picky that cleft pad is. And the answer is not very. Actually, Actually, I was more worried about that veteran than anything else. This place is usually filled with veterans. Oh, as soon as I said it, they show up. Must have been a group that came through here. Sometimes there's a tree right in this nook right here, but there's also a lot of smog scales guarding it, so it's usually not worth the trouble. Or not worth the time, at least.
Statistically speaking, this is rather rare.
I don't have any... Damn it. Oh no. Oh no, I did the wrong thing. I panicked and I hit the wrong button. I was about to say I don't have any particular path. Like, it's just kind of go down, use the thermal chutes to come back up, and then that's it. Just pick up whatever randomly is along the way, and then that's it. Here's the hidden ledge where you can find the Flax Farm. It is on the map, but here's the weird thing about the map. Technically, I'm standing in midair if you look at the map. I'm in midair, so that's why it's if you don't look down here, it's relatively easy to walk right past it and not know it's there. Even I did that the first few times I came through here. What was it, 2 years ago at this point? The Grub Gobbler is back. Where is he? Oh god, oh god, oh god, oh god, oh god. That guy hurts. That guy freaking hurts. Oh, there's nothing. There's nothing out there. Alright, my job here is done. That Grub Gobbler can easily dismount you in one hit and kill you in another, so that is nothing to mess around with. 37 and 15. I didn't do bad on the mithril ore this time. And 17 flaxseed. That's not bad. Not bad at all. And last, but arguably the least of my flaxseed route is with Char the Wild here. Now, it's not a commentary on the actual character himself or how I play him, but more so just a case of, well, I'm surrounded by a massive forest, and there should be a lot of saplings running around all over the place. But the problem is, none of that is in proximity to the actual flaxseed node, which is in this one top level of the great tree. Actually, it's in the top level. This is as high as you can go. This particular Flax Farm is one of those blink and you miss it kind of things. So, unfortunately, Char the Wild, unfortunately for whichever character you assign here, oh good, they cleared them out. Oh, why did I put staff? That's dumb of me. Anyways, the problem with this particular Flax Farm is that it's surrounded by 6 electric wyverns who, A, respawn relatively quickly, and B, have an abnormally large aggro bubble attached to each one. So, see where that player is right there? If I attack somebody, okay, you see, let's see, that Flax node right there. If I were to start attacking a wyvern right here, that guy all the way over there is going to come running. I don't know why, but their aggro range is just ridiculous. Anyways, It's also a bit of a hassle to get back up here. It's not to say I can't jump down, you know, glide and use a griffin or a glider or things like that and grab the stuff. It's just that, well, it's incredibly inconvenient to find your way back up here. There's two ways. You can either springer your way back up through that hole right there, which, okay, whatever. Or you can come up the ramp, which is how everybody else gets through here. Excuse me a moment. Actually, now that I think about it.
That'll silence you.
Now the funny thing about these two chests is when you first come in here, let's see, I'm gonna run over here real quick and hope I don't trigger that vet. When you first come in to reach for the Flax Farm, or if you climb up the stairs right there, which nobody does because nobody's aware it's there, when you first get in here, aside from the fact that it's relatively easy to miss this in favor of the, let's see, where's it, the hero point? That's right here. Like, most people see the hero point and then they call it good. Well, the strange thing about it is that as you're running through here, oh God, please don't let the vet see me. Oh God, please don't let the vet see me. Don't let the vet see me. Don't let the vet see me. As you're worrying about that, the funny thing about it is it's very easy. Oh, I'm heading towards the Flax Farm. Oh, look, there's two chests right there that I just totally walked past. And they reset once a day, so, you know, it's weird, but it's a nice way to get some additional materials. So that kind of makes up for the fact that I can't... I've tried to get him into a rotation of, by the way, all those wyverns are back now. Oh, I don't want to fight these guys, but I may not have a choice. Okay, I think I triggered at least one. Nope, I didn't make it. So if I were to attack this closest wyvern, and it's just the frustration of the farm, if I were to attack him, the guy way out the... fuck it, I need the stuff. Fine, I picked this fight. I don't need to show off for you guys. See how far away those guys showed up from? You see this? Now the reason I run Char the Wild here is specifically because he's got all these minions that act as great distractions. You can get away with that in open world. You can't in PvP or World v World, but you can get away with it in open world. In any event, did you see how far away? Like, I attacked the guy who was right here, and there was a guy way over there who came running, you know, and then there was like two guys way over there who came running. So the aggro ranges are unusually large. It's weird. So that's the reason why I'm using Char the Wild, because he's got minions, literally, and I can distract them. In any event, my haul, 12 pieces of flaxseed. I'm lucky if you get some flax blossoms, whatever. These I don't use because I'm not a scribe. And then I get some other stuff from the two chests. So his haul is a lot smaller, but it's more reliable, I'll say, in terms of gathering flax, because there's a good portion of flax here. Once I've taken care of all of the mithril and elderwood farming, as well as the flax farming, I'll then take care of the dailies that I have for that particular day. Mostly open world, although sometimes I go into fractals. It depends on my mood that particular day. And then making a quick trip over to my own home instance so that I can farm that. Finally, I can move into my huntsman and continue crafting the legendary longbow Ferris. If it'll load, why isn't it loading? Oh, I hate it when they do that. They put agents right on top of them. Okay, alright, anyways, great recording. This has been a fantastic recording day. Of course, just a comment on legendaries. In order to craft a legendary, you have to be a level 500 craftsman. And you will see now that these things are so freaking greedy. Making just one of these consumes 40 mithril ingots and 30 elderwood planks. Now, for today alone, I've managed to collect 227 elderwood planks, so I'll craft those real quickly. And the mithril ingots, I've got 90 sitting here. So that takes care of those, and you will see that after all that effort, I can only craft 3 shards of Spiro. Watch these numbers disappear instantly. Now, granted, I have far less Elderwood this time, but still. Watch this. 1, 2, 3. Bam. That's it. All of that farming has gotten me just 3 more shards of Spiro. And, you know, I had to go through a ton of other things. Let's see. I think Visionary Inscription hurt a bit, too. Yeah, that hurt a bit. Cause, well, let me craft one of these. With the cured leather. Oh, I don't get these cured thick leather squares very often. Let's see, what was one there was another one that was really well, I mean, to be fair, there's been a lot of these things. Mystic Curios, you can actually make those a bunch of different ways, but pretty much all of them require mithril and elderwood. So, but I already have. All right, no, Shard of Sphere. That's what I'm thinking of. Yeah, I'm sorry, I said that backwards. They actually allow you, in the particular case of Ferrous, the Mystic Curio is one of the crucial components that's necessary for it, while the official recipe says you can only do it with intricate totems and mithril ingots and things like that. They actually give you the option to craft it a number of different ways. Large claws, large scales, large fangs, potent blood, and large bone, or even potent venom sacs. So they allow you to craft those a bunch of different ways, which means you know, you can spread out the minor resources that way, but you're still going to be eating up a lot of mithril and a lot of elderwood logs. So yeah, there's also intricate totems. There's a lot of different ways you can do this. So yeah, and I'm getting close. When I can hit, was it 100 shards of Spiro, and I'm currently at 73. When I get that taken care of, I'll be able to construct Spiro, which I'm not going to be sticking it on this character, but is pretty darn close to what the final design is going to look like. It just doesn't glow, and it doesn't have the moving parts, and it doesn't have, actually doesn't have a lot of things. Let's see, and then the other thing I have to, let's see, oh, there it is, crystalline. Oh yeah, that's the other thing I have to do. I mentioned earlier that you need to, hello, what's this lag? When I was running around in Verdant Brink, I also mentioned that I try to get one of the daily Heart of Thorns metas taken care of so that I can get those Amalgamated Gemstones. Well, I'm also, and I also mentioned it then, I'm also, just in case I can't get to one of those bosses, I'm also purchasing. Oh, they're actually going down. They were at 175 previously. That's good. I usually purchase about 1 to 2 per day. You know, if it's gone down to 150, I might purchase 3 today. I didn't make 4 gold today, so... Whoa! The new purchase has already been sold. Okay, let's try this again, shall we? What? Okay, I guess I gotta buy them one at a time. I could do that. Okay, so I had to buy them separately. I don't know why, but I did. Okay. So, take all. Sorry, I had to sort through something. Anyways, the reason they say that you need amalgamated gemstones really, really badly, like you select nothing other than, is because when it comes to making at least a 2nd generation legendary weapon, you need an entire stack of amalgamated gemstones. And considering you can only get 4 per day, that's assuming that you grind out all of those Heart of Thorns metas each day, it'll take you months to collect enough. I've been playing for four years, and when you know, I only had 68 saved up, so I've had to not only purchase quite a few, but I've also had to purchase, or I've also had to grind out a lot of those metas. But in any event, if I can touch on those metas each day, at least 1 per day, get my dailies done and get a bunch of other farming done and get some coins, then I can afford about, you know, I can get anywhere from 1 to 4 amalgamated gemstones from the meta, and then maybe buy 1 or 2 from the trading post. And you can see right there, I've already eaten them up, and I have to get to a whole stack of crystalline ingot. So it's a 1-to-1 ratio thing. You have to have 250 amalgamated gemstones. So that's why they tell you it's always priority to get those things. Never ever get anything else, ever. So when I get enough, what was I looking at? When I get to a whole stack of crystalline ingots, and when I complete Spiro, then at last, that includes all these things here, I'll be able to take all these components over into the Mystic Forge, the Mystic Toilet. Oh, don't fall off. Please don't fall off. Why'd you fall off? Why'd you go under? Why are you underneath? This is a bad recording. God, why'd you go under? Why am I lagging? What's going on here? Anyways, you'll take those 4 components that you finally crafted, the 250 crystalline ingots, and I think there's, I don't remember which combination of things up here. And you stick all 4 in here, and then you'll get your legendary weapons. So that is what I've been working on since January. And this is other than being a little laggy, this is typically what I experience when I'm working towards my legendary longbow Ferris. And so with that, this is AV Unit 4A saying thank you for tuning in.